I'm Carl Manane, and I'll be doing a presentation on transformational leadership. It is my hope that this presentation will inspire you. Transformational leadership can be defined as the process of influencing major changes in the attitudes, beliefs, and values of followers to a point where the goals of an organisation and the vision of the leader are internalized and follows achieve performances beyond expectations. Nurse leaders empower themselves and aid in achieving organisational goals. Nurse leaders at all levels are in pivotal positions to aid in decision making that affects client care. Due to the continual changes that healthcare tackles, it's essential for nurse managers to employ a transformational leadership style which encourages adaptation to change. The transformational leadership style allows for the recognition of areas in which change is needed and guides change by inspiring followers and creating a sense of commitment. Transformational leadership is a theory that was developed by James McGregor Burns in 1978. He developed this theory to further address the aspects of an organisation that led to success, encourage enthusiasm among organisation's employees, and identify the value employees place on their work. Transformational leadership style inspires others to develop and implement effective leadership characteristics, and the ultimate goal is for the leader and the follower to discover meaning and purpose in relation to their work, in addition to growth and maturity. Adopting the qualities of transformational leader will allow the nurse managers to feel more comfortable and confident when engaging components of healthcare technology and the mentorship of new graduate nurses. This presentation focuses on the transformational leadership and its application to nursing through the four components of transformational leadership. These are idolized influence, inspirational motivation, intellectual stimulation, and individual consideration. Transformational leaders identify and clearly communicate vision and direction, empower the work group to accomplish goals and achieve the vision, impart meaning and challenge to work, are admired and emulated, provide mentoring to individual staff members based on need. Individualized consideration. Each member of the team is treated differently but equally with a focus on their development needs. The leader acts on its advisory capacity, providing coaching, teaching, and mentoring. Members of the team are encouraged to think of new ways to create solutions and try to new ideas with the leader by asking questions and finding ways to problem solve. Using evidence-based practice, intellectual stimulation empowers staff to approach problems from a new perspective. Leaders empower to challenge the normal beliefs or views of the team, encourage innovation and creativity, promote, support colleagues in critical thinking. Inspirational motivation. The leader's ability to instill faith and respect and to excite and provide a shared vision are all closely linked with charisma. Inspirational motivation can encourage staff to achieve the aspirations and goals of the organisation as well as their individual goals. Inspirational motivation also includes those who motivate colleagues to commit to the vision, they encourage team spirit, encourage team to achieve collective goals. Idolize influence. The leader's ability to behave as an effective role model, providing a sense of mission, upholding high standards and generating respect. People are less resistant to change if they respect the leader. Ensuring the effective and appropriate communications channels are maintained. throughout the project, it is central to achieving the desired end result and being a productive leader. Transformational leaders are exemplary role models for associates. They are trusted and respected by colleagues and make good clinical decisions. Roles of the transformation leader include promoting teamwork among staff, encouraging positive self-esteem, motivating staff to function at a high level of performance, empowering staff to become more involved in the development and implementation of policies and procedures. The transformational leader portrays trustworthiness and serves as an inspiration to others, possessing an optimistic, positive and encouraging outlook. Transformational leadership presence is vital, especially in clinical areas where new graduate nurses are present. Transformational leadership qualities promote a healthy environment for all employees and staff, which will produce improved staff satisfaction, retention and patient satisfaction. Roles of the charismatic, engaging, inspirational, stable, optimistic, encouraging, honest, motivational, respectful, positive, team-orientated, effective communicator, empowering, reliable, trustworthy and visionary. These are just some characteristics of a transformational leader, and I'm sure you can think of many more. What characteristics do you already have, and what characteristics do you think you need to work on? Transformational leadership comprises of charisma, inspiration, intellectual stimulation, and individual consideration. Charismatic leaders possess self-confidence, self-direction, and an absence of internal conflict. They have insight into their followers' needs and utilize this to positively influence their followers. Charismatic leads self-confidence, self-direction, and an absence of internal conflict. They are motivational, sensitive, and determined. Transformational nursing leaders encourage each other and other nurses by the use of evidence-based practice and addressing the why and how of specific clinical actions. 4 important characteristics of the transformational leader include being an effective communicator, possessing inspirational traits, having a trustworthy character, and promoting teamwork. A leader who communicates effectively focuses closely on what other individuals are attempting to convey and what points are important to those individuals. Effective communicators adapt their communication style based on each individual's ability to process and comprehend the interaction. Effective communication leads to a flourishing and vigorous atmosphere for employees and patients alike. Characteristics of an effective communicator include empathy, avoiding sarcasm, asking and not commanding, and avoiding talking down or up to individuals. Effective communication consists of having respect for what others have to say. Nurse managers who are effective communicators will routinely meet with nursing staff so that complaints, concerns, recommendations, or general comments may be discussed. The nurse manager who communicates effectively will allow staff members to voice their concerns and have respect for their employees by taking the time to carefully listen to them. Effective communication and the absence of defensive behaviour will allow for the nursing staff to be more receptive to criticism and change. Now we ask ourselves, are we communicating effectively, and what ways can we improve our communication style, and what can we take home from this today? An inspirational persona consists of optimism, respect, passion, charisma, and honesty. These characteristics allow the inspirational leader to gain the confidence and trust of others. and this is crucial if a leader desires commitment and responsibility of their followers. The inspirational nursing leader will possess a very solid patient-focused vision of where the organisation or unit should be going to in the future, which is communicated to the staff. Commitment to a strong vision fuels and attracts winning individuals to strive to reach and maintain the vision. Inspiring leaders regularly reflect upon themselves and having an insatiable desire for continued learning. Inspirational leaders are actively involved in the organisation or unit from an actual hands-on perspective, and managers who display inspirational leadership qualities will spend actually working on the floor with the nursing staff, as this will allow for the nurse manager to have a more personal contact with staff members and encourage them to develop a sense of confidence and trust. Trustworthiness is a crucial trait of the transformational leader. Trust is the foundation of every healthy relationship, whether it's personal or work-related. Broken trust leads to disorganisation, chaos and fear among one's followers. This is why it's imperative for transformational leaders to gain the trust of their staff. Developing and maintaining should be a top priority for the transformational leader. These are distinct and concrete principal elements that make up the basic foundation of trust, including integrity, courage and stability. It's important for nurse managers to be familiar with the various nursing leadership theories and determine which leadership style best reflects their own values. The leadership style utilised by nursing leaders in the clinical setting has a direct effect on nursing staff satisfaction, which ultimately has an effect on patient satisfaction. The presence of increased satisfaction among nursing staff leads to an overall reduction in staff turnover, improved retention and increased in patient satisfaction. With all current challenges healthcare is facing, it's vital for the nursing profession to be at the forefront of healthcare reform and be fully engaged in the implementation of the changes that are expected to take place in the healthcare system. The transformational leader has the key to unlock the what is in order to discover what can be. And now it's time for any questions you may have. I'll be happy to be answering any of those questions now or after. Just come up and see me if you have time. Here are some references if anyone wants some further reading, or feel free to come up and ask for those. I'm happy to give it to you. And that ends the presentation. Thank you for your time, and I wish you all the best. Thank you. Bye.